Right, how's it, guys? Casey here, and just a quick update on today's Manchester, who's nice and cool now, considering the heat this morning at Centenary High School or Secondary School in Asherville, Sydenham area. So I was there this morning, and the issue happened yesterday, widespread on social media. Now, here's what I want to address: a lot of, I would say, allegations of racism, and racism in terms of African children or Indian children. That's been widespread a lot, and I'm not saying it didn't exist. So hear me out. Today, what happened was concerned parents, activists assembled at the school, but the school was in a meeting with the heads of department and the school management. And I think that's only fair. And people are demanding answers at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, but the department had to sit with the school to first ascertain, remember it happened yesterday, to ascertain what really happened. So when they came down and addressed, and rightfully so, parents were upset and all of that. I can understand that. I was well aware of them being upset, but they were raising various issues. So it got a bit convoluted, if that's the word. So anyways, the governing body and the heads of department are going to meet, and I did meet again today, and to conduct the first round of investigation to try and get to what really happened. So there's also a story that Indian children fed drugs to an African children, but the Indian children got away and the black children something happened to them, they were kicked out of school or suspended or something. I understand to be correct. But anyways, point I'm making is there are various stories. So here's what you do, especially to my Indian followers. This is not a straightforward racist issue. The first thing we need to ascertain, which is why I haven't reacted to it. I am a leader, and my heart lies with the Indian community, but I'm not going to fight an unnecessary battle. If it's found out to be a racist attack of African people and Indian people, I will be there at the forefront. But the first thing we're going to do is establish the facts, establish what went on, what happened, what transpired, what inspired it. Notwithstanding the fact that if something happened in the school that involved Indian children, I'm still not condoning what happened outside the school in terms of the attacks on Indian children. So there we go. All of that needs to be dealt with. So today, the head of department made some really stupid comments, I must say. One of the things she said, which annoyed me, was that the security of the school lies in the hands of the parents. That you, the parents, and the community, the security of the school lies in your hands because the government does not have a budget. And a lot of other things need to be addressed, which parents have been bringing up, is how come, and the 86 NIC Congress will address this. We want a seat at the table where they're discussing this matter so that we can bring to you firsthand what is really going on. So I've put through my representations to be at that meeting. Hopefully from tomorrow onwards we will be included. You guys need to also push that agenda. We know for a fact that students are being bussed into these schools. Not that we have any issue with it, but there were regulations about you must live in the area to come to a school, but that seems to be not working anymore. Then what about the quintile classifications of the schools? That's all affecting the schools. And I think another thing that I need to raise, which I was going to raise today, but I was denied a question, is the fact that since our democracy, a lot of Indian areas, a lot of African students coming into Indian areas, Indian schools, that can't be denied. But here's a mix of African and Indian students. But the department has made no attempt to bridge the gap for social cohesion. Understand what I'm saying? Surprisingly, for the last 20 to 30 years, we've had no real incidents. But considering the highly flammable situation of racism that floats around in our province every now and then in 2021, and here are Indian and African students side by side every day in a classroom, outside, going to school, coming from school. But the Department of Education has made no real attempt at social cohesion, where Indian and African students can learn about each other, learn about their ways, learn about their cultures, to start to respect each other. Instead, they allow such incidents to flame. So no one spoke about that today. No one spoke about social cohesion. They just want to find the perpetrators, deal with the problem, deal with educators. But I think there's a deeper line issue. Anyways, that's it for now. I just updated you. Calm down. Please don't go into any racial issues if you don't know the facts. I know many things are floating around, but we're in a very volatile situation. We also have to calm down, wait for the facts to emerge. And even when it does emerge, it's how we address it going forward. Because ultimately, the school has our children. Our children need to be educated. Whatever we say today, children will still have to go to school tomorrow. So be very wary of that. You can say lots of things now. Your child still has to go to school tomorrow and face that situation on their own, generally. So we need to be very wary of that. In the meantime, keep the passion. Tell what you must, tell what you crave. Tell no flop. You know my name. I'm a champion for the Charos 1860 NIC Congress.
Dollar what you must, dollar what you crave, but don't dollar flop, don't dollar with the masala.